All right, we are live. Hello. Hey, everybody. If you are joining me from YouTube, great. You can write something in the chat. Probably nobody here. Yeah. But if you are joining from Instagram, just so you know, you can join me on YouTube because bigger screen and because we are going to show some really cool stuff. So let me share my screen. You might be thinking we are going to develop these designs or talk about them, but not really. This is just to show you what we've been doing, but I'll show you something else. I'm going to actually do something with my team while our designer is gone. I plan to go live with him, but we'll do that another day. For now, we are just gonna a bunch of basically developers trying to design. That's gonna be fun because it's us developers trying to design without our designer. Yeah. my team in Discord, they are like ready for any tasks. I see that banner that I had is gone, so let me fix that actually. Why is my banner gone? I had this banner thingy. How do I go to studio mode? Yeah, studio mode. And then here, if I go to the scrolling text properties, how can I? Yeah. For some reason it's gone. Oh no, it's not gone. It's on somewhere else. I'll just bring it over. Add a scene. So I wasn't as prepared as I thought. Scroll text, right? Yeah. Good. Got that. Exit studio mode. Now everything should be fine. All right. I see a lot of you guys joining and you probably have no idea. I should have used a better title, but I'm going live with my team. All right, guys. So here's what we do. There is a GSAP Webflow challenge, and the winner gets like $300. Well, not exactly $300 in value. It's just a CMS site, but a bunch of merchandise and whatever. But what is the challenge? The challenge is to animate something with GSAP and Webflow. And there are like 4 days, 4 challenges, 4 prompts. And today is like number 1. And we have time until Sunday or something like this. So prompt 1. To get things started, we are exploring animated typography. Create an animation that breaks apart or reveals text in a creative way. Think glitchy intros, scrambled poetry, typewriter effects, or secret messages waiting to be decoded. Okay. Anyway, yeah, that sounds fun. And then you can submit it using Webflow or CodePen. So if you don't use Webflow, you could still take part. And bonus point if you use #Webflow. So right now you might think we are going to jump in Webflow and create some animations, but that's not why we are here. We are here to discuss some ideas for how, and I wanted to do this with my team, and I thought why not just go live with it. So yeah, we'll be in Figma, not in this project. This is for another video. Here, my team. Guys, here's what I want. So I have an idea, I have a clear idea for what I want, but I don't want to start with that. I don't want to influence you with my idea. I want you to either talk to me or to write it to me. They are talking to me, by the way, in Discord, to tell me, and I will tell the audience your ideas, or you write it or take a screenshot or go to any website, I don't know, get some ideations and bring them. The goal is to create a cool text effect. That's basically it. And we can go crazy, we can go nuts with this, but obviously we have time until Sunday, and yeah, so have fun. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go on Pinterest, and I have no idea what I'm gonna find here, and I'm gonna use the keywords that we see here to find something. Before I do this, I'm gonna repeat myself. I have a clear idea for what I want, but we'll talk about this in a bit. That one is crazy. What I'm going to show you is like straight out of movies. It's that crazy. I'm not sure if we can make it work till then, but let's not get distracted by that. Start from scratch. Start for yourself, just like I'm going to start. I'm attempting to find another idea. Maybe we find something better. So, scrambled text. So, scrambled text. I have no idea. Let's see. This looks so cool. Holy shit, this is amazing. But with GSAP, I mean, you could animate this with GSAP, but this requires, I guess, a lot of either SVG or like some WebGL stuff. That is going to be complex. Let me actually ask one of my devs. Let me just copy this and be like, I'm gonna just message him. I know I'm super unprepared, but that's the theme. And I'm gonna just send him out of the blue the stream. Wait. So here's that. Guys, do you hear me fine? Is the screen, everything fine until I get this done? Yeah, perfect. Okay, so to repeat, there's a Webflow challenge, right? We need to make a cool text animation. So find out some like cool ideas for like crazy text animations that could win us this challenge. So don't think like something small or simple, think something crazy. So this is crazy, but this is maybe too crazy. This is probably too difficult to pull off, especially since it's until Sunday. If that wasn't the case, we probably could figure something out. So now, do you understand it now? Yeah, okay, cool. For those who are just joining, I'm talking to my team as well, and anything they say, I'm gonna tell you as well. So Webflow gave us the idea of glitch effects. So we could theoretically also do glitch effects. Okay. But I kind of like dislike this idea because everybody has done this. It's like so pointless. It's nice, but there is no like point in making the text glitch. Maybe some context would be cool. Holy shit, this is amazing. But I mean, this has nothing to do with like a GSAP animation, but it's amazing. Maybe something like this. I don't know. Maybe we're too far away from home, so let's go back home. This slice effect was also nice, but this is just way too simple. This is just way too simple. This shadow, like Something like this could be really well animated with GSAP. Like you hover and then the shadow kind of follows. Or, oh, this is also cool. I don't know. Like, I'm not supposed to just explore like this and not do anything. Actually, I should like bring these ideas and put them in Figma. Like, yeah, my team already is doing this. So because I have an idea, I'm just like exploring it right now. I'm pretty sure a lot of people are going to do, where did we go? I'm pretty sure a lot of people will do this kind of like text effects. These are also nice. I cannot unsee this. What is this? This is just like an ad. I cannot unsee this. This is also a cool effect, but this is also not like the challenge. Let's go back and search something else. I didn't do a good job here, but secret message, secret text. Is this a thing? Secret text effect. Is this even a thing? Okay, that's like glitches, but it's not like exactly secret. There are like these text, but now what is the show on Apple TV, the one like it's on top of my thought, it's the one that everybody, yeah, Severance, thank you. Severance. Okay, I'll just Severance. How do you write it? Like, okay, yeah, Severance. It's just like a thing like Severance Arts. I don't know. No. Severance. I think it's like this. Wait. Severance. Yeah, it is like that. No. Ah, Severance. My bad. I don't know how to type that. I've seen the show, but people did this also with GSAP, like this type of thing with GSAP. Like, this is a cool idea, but since it's already done, I'm not really sure about it. So let's see what everybody on the team has. Okay, what is this? Can somebody explain? Maybe we go with this one. What is this? This is going to like explode the text, but this is not exactly GSAP. We can do this with, what's it called? Unicorn Studio. This is something to do with the Unicorn Studio, but not exactly with GSAP. So, not that. What is this one? Ah, this is like pen and tilt or something like this. Is it Pinterest? Yeah. Let's open it. Wait, why can't I paste it? Copy, paste. It doesn't load. It does not load. What is this? Okay, it's not loading. So let's say text animation. We're just, okay, I've seen this. This is really cool. If somebody built this, especially with some sort of like stagger between them, that could be really cool. Like, you know, those calendars that kind of like calendar, it's like date thing or whatever. That is actually cool. So no, not like that. We just take a screenshot like this and put it in Figma. This is my area. What about something like this. I'm not sure. How does this supposed to work? Is there like a video? Yeah, this is a video. Let's see if it's... Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's nice. That's so satisfying. Oh, and imagine doing this on a a triangle, which is like a triangle cube, not a cube, but you know what I mean, like a triangle, and like you have 3 edges. It's 3D and you have like 3 edges, and then you have like 3 messages. Like this could be like really cool for a menu. So what I'm thinking about is, guys, so for my team, guys, what I'm thinking about is not just something that looks cool, but also could be used in a context. For example, think of a menu or a feature, a card, anything actually. Like it could be futuristic. It doesn't have to be simple for anything, but that could give it like an extra edge. But for just for a reminder, we are here out here exploring without our designers, so we are kind of lost. But that is a cool effect for a menu. Like these could be cool. But that one, I really like this one. Like this, yeah, this is really cool. I'm gonna try to screenshot that, and then we'll try to look at it from like up front, like very close. This is probably an After Effect or something animation. Making this with GSAP, like obviously the right way of this would be like with 3JS or something, but with GSAP it's also complete. Even like with Webflow alone, it's completely possible. Like you can do this without coding. You just need many of these components. So like to make it in the simplest way, you make like one Webflow component, and then you could put them on top of each other as like absolute layers, and then like with each component you could show like a piece. Yeah, and then you can animate them. Maybe Webflow components not, maybe it makes it more complex. Just like simple div blocks is just much simpler. But yeah, that's actually completely possible to do in Webflow. So hello chat. So I see hi from Emad and hey from Andreas. Welcome guys, welcome. We are exploring ideas for this Webflow challenge, and if anybody has an idea, you can share. Yeah, what else can we do? But again, something that it's difficult because we need to get it done until Sunday. And I'm not even sure if we can get my idea. Okay, this is also like cool, but useless. Like where to use this? But I like the concept, the design. Okay, actually I do like the design, like the randomness in the design. That's actually cool. So we take this, we'll try to come up with something. Guys, nothing. Oh, is this going to be like a zoom effect or what? shows something like inside, or like you want to rotate them. Ah, on top of each other. Yeah. Yeah. That's yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, so these can basically change shape and become like X parentheses and yeah. Okay. This is cool, and I have even like some ideas for where to use these, but let's go back to the challenge prompt. We have a prompt. We need to explore animated typography and create an animation that breaks apart or reveals text in a creative way. This is more like a shape. It is X, but it's more like a shape. I'm not sure if this would be. This could be actually also justifiably be in. Yeah, yeah. This could. But what to put in? We can glitch it. Yeah. So just to show a little bit of what we have here with obviously with GSAP, we have this animate anything, and GSAP purchased by Webflow recently, and that's how they are using like text animations. So all of these things, these are like things that I would assume they are looking for. Like you see these like custom curves, and they have fun with these, like this. Yeah, with the concepts are like speaking to, like the animations are speaking to the context, actually, like the message in the text. I didn't know that, but like GSAP is used. I thought it's just used by everybody who does website animations, but that obviously includes like really big brands, like from Intel to YouTube to it's like crazy, their showcase. Like here we could also get also some ideations from obviously, but I was like trying to go for more uncommon stuff. That's why I went here on Pinterest. Pinterest is like where I get more uncommon layouts. Oh, something like this. This is also really cool. But this is like 3D. I mean, you could fake it with like fake 3D, but that would be like really painful to do. So I'd go with like proper 3D. By the way, like I don't have a link to the stream in my Instagram. Just noticed, and it's not like as easily, like I can add it, but it's not really useful. Hi Kabarza, do you recommend any tutorial or courses to get started with GSAP? Actually, there are like really good ones. There is Timothy Ricks, like just search Timothy Webflow or WebBay Webflow. Both of them have like really good tutorials on GSAP, and GSAP themselves on their channel, they have really good stuff. But do not buy any GSAP tutorial. Do not like spend like too much time. I would say just for a little bit more, like wait, like get familiar with it. Don't get me wrong, don't get familiar with it, maybe try it out, but I wouldn't like try to deeply like get too much in, because Webflow is obviously, they announced that they are building their next animation engine using GSAP, and that I don't know, but I assume it will be probably like, it will be for sure visual, but probably also like in addition to that you would be able to add some like custom code to it. I don't know, but visual for sure. So very soon you won't have to like learn how to code with GSAP. I mean, it's not like real coding, it's very simple, but even that, you would be able to just probably have a better version of the current IX, the animation engine that Webflow has, which will work with GSAP. And I just hope that they will add, I'm pretty sure they will add like stagger effects. There are like a bunch of stuff, like with stagger you can do so much, like some like custom easings, maybe some conditioning, like if this animation is done, then do that animation, or like if the user does this, do that with animations. That would be really cool. Maybe some states, maybe some state management type of things, maybe even, I don't know, like a bunch of things that they could do. I'm just like hoping. So I see quite a few messages. Hi bro, I'm living in Sweden and I can do coding like HTML and Python. Just got interested on what you're doing. I'm wondering a bit on what you're doing. How high can you be your how high can your income be as a junior in Sweden? It could be, it can get good. So I would say the best way to just figure out, just go to experts.webflow.com. And just to be fully clear, this is not like the low end of the market, which you are asking. You are asking as a junior. It's hard to say like how much you make as a junior, but at least it's easier to see how much you can make on the high end of things. So I can come here. So again, experts.webflow, or just experts@webflow, you can search it. And then here we can search for Sweden, and we can see if there are any agencies in Sweden and how much they are charging. This is just give you a rough idea of the market. Like this agency, I've never heard of any of them. Almost like 5K per project, 4K per project, 2K per project. So lower end 5K again, 2K, 6K, 6K, and 5K. These are actually like lower numbers than I thought. Like we have 10K, 15K, 9K. Okay, we have like some bigger numbers here. Because if you look at the like US market, the numbers are even bigger. Like there are many agencies that do 50 to 100K, like worldwide if we check. But again, this is like the high end. As a junior, it depends on like obviously how good you can negotiate your clients, if they can pay good money. Maybe you shouldn't go for like an industry that has no money. So you could go for like businesses in finance, or like businesses that are a little bit bigger, maybe a little bit more established, maybe like at least, I don't know, like 10 teammates, like a team of like 10 at least. Then they would have like this amount of like, I don't know, like 4 or 5K to pay for a project. So that's how I would think about it. But yeah, do some research like that, and you'll see some numbers. Cool. All right, let's continue. Let's see what the team has been cooking. Maybe nothing, I don't know, maybe a lot. Okay, so we have a secret with a C and T. Wait, how? So what is this? So I can explain it to the audience. There's a link. Yeah, you can just paste it in here. All right, until you do this, we see what Amir has here. Okay, this is cool, but what do we do with this? Sorry, what? The links. Yeah, okay. Connecting to something. This is actually fun. Like, this could be like a button as well, like contact, like when you hover over it, like this goes like a wave and comes from the other end back. I could see that, yeah, as a wave. I have no idea what that is. So let's start with this one. Let's see what this is. All right, let's paste it here. And blank slate. Oh, that's a logo. Yeah, that would be really difficult to do with GSAP. This is more like a Lottie, right? This is a Lottie animation, not GSAP. Super cool. Yeah, but it will be like really difficult to get this until Sunday. And like the point being is like I want it to be also like useful in some way. Useful or like fun, but like with something behind it, like a story behind it. I have actually two ideas, not one, but I decided to not move forward with one of them. Yeah, this is exactly what I was thinking for the button. So I mean, you should add this to our button collection. This is like really cool. I love it. There's also glowing effect. It's not, yeah. So it's not just the text, but there is definitely a glow, and also the font gets thicker. So it's so this animation, guys, like you look at this and you like, this is simple. Just get small and big. No. It's much more. So it gets small and big. The font is variable, so it gets thick and thin. As it gets smaller, it gets thicker, which is a really interesting contrast. So it doesn't feel like it's shrinking. It doesn't feel like it's thinning. It feels like it's becoming a dot because the font is it's like being more thick as it gets small. And also the glow effect, I really like it. The amount of detail that is there is like really cool. So another button for our button collection. And yeah, maybe not for this challenge, but yeah, great. Okay, this one too hard to forget. I love this. This is how guys how we communicate. So we are in Figma and Discord and just having fun. I don't know if they have fun, but I do. Do you have fun? I don't know. They are saying yes, definitely yes. You can't hear them. Yeah, this is another like Lottie, or this is more like Rive. We could do this with Rive. Wait, Rom, can we do this with Rive? We can, but you can't. No, you can. I know you can. Like, but I'm thinking like, is there a way to make? No, you can't. Like, make this dynamic or something. Dynamic, like as if you change the text, like to still keep the animation, but no, it's a lot. All of it is planned. Like the D becomes the R. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, let's go to the next idea here. So your job is on the line. Don't fire, don't fire me. I'm not a designer. Yeah, he is our YouTube video editor. So guys, I let it to your hands. Like, you fire or no fire, you can comment. This is brutal. Okay, so all right, so wait. Oh, this animation is so cool. But so do this with text? How? Ah, I see. Yeah. I agree. So, guys, so He's saying that I'm not a designer, and he's saying that this is a shit design, and we can all agree on this. But the concept is actually cool. I'm not sure like this is something for Ryan, or like we need some sort of, maybe even like the illustration. We could have an illustration like, not this, like this, but reveal some text actually. Like maybe the eyes become something. Yeah. But again, this is like really difficult to get on ready until Sunday. Okay, let me check the comments. All right. So guys, are you ready for my idea? Like, is the world ready for it? So thank you. You're welcome. Just feel free to ask anything. Why is it in English? Because we're also like live on YouTube, and this is like for the international audience, but yeah, you guys can still watch and enjoy. Okay, somebody is saying Roham's idea is the best, and I have no idea, and it's definitely not Roham himself. Okay, so guys, my idea, it's very well, I have two ideas, and both of them are kind of raw. One of them we are not moving forward with it, but it's like insane. I promise you, it's like, it's crazy. So the idea is to make an animation that takes longer than basically the universe is going to live. Like the animation from the start to its finish, it will take longer than the heat death of the universe. You know, like the universe has been around for like 13 billion years, right? And it will take quite some time, I don't know exactly, but like that's something we can look up, until like everything dies, like the heat dissipates. Now Webflow has changed to like now physics class. I just know a little bit of the basics, so nothing crazy. So it's like basically like the sun gives out its like energy and dies, and the rest of the universe, like everything dies, and basically from heat dissipation in another form, like it's just entropy, you've heard of it probably, increases. So why is this important? Because like we could make an animation with text where and I will show you, like this has been done, but not like in this context, and not like with the designs that we can put out. But imagine like the text animates and you see the animation happen, but the end of the animation, which is like clear, like the animation has a calculated end. So it's not like a loop. It's not like a stupid loop that runs until the end of the world. No, it's a calculated number that will run longer than the death of the universe. But what's going to be like crazy to calculate, that's one of the reasons I'm not moving forward with the animation, is that the animation itself is going to help with the death of the universe. So if you put that animation on your computer and click start, you're actually like for real contributing to the end of the universe, to like accelerate it, to make it faster. What the hell am I talking about? I'll show you. I'll show you, and we go to the animation, to the next idea. So here's the animation. It's been done like this, and my idea was for something similar to this. So here, the last letter in that word is going to go from A to Z, and only then the other word to its left goes one other letter forward, and then so on and so forth. So as you see, it will take exponentially, actually, like how many words do we have in the alphabet? 26, 28? 20, yeah, 26. Like depends on like which language. I have 4 keyboards on my on my phone. I have 4 keyboards. So yeah. So 26 in this case. It will take 26 times 26 times 26, like depending on how many letters you have. So 26 to the power of n, which is the letters, if I'm not wrong, until it finishes. And then you can determine how long it takes by knowing like how fast the animation is going to happen. So that's the animation, and like that's the idea, but I wanted to build something, a narration around it. But I found this animation to be cool for another video and for another concept, so I'm not gonna do it for this challenge. My idea for this challenge is, again, coming from this website, which is in itself, I learned it from Vsauce. If you don't know him, nothing to worry about, but you should. So, what is this website? Basically, what this website says is that whatever you are going to say or whatever I'm ever gonna say has been already said, written down, and been determined. Meaning that, like, you have a thought, write it down. I don't know, like, is there anyone left in the comments who can write like one sentence? Like 1 sentence comment. Can somebody come up with a 1 sentence comment? Say something in the comments that has never been said before, and use like English letters, please. So it can be like a short sentence, and okay, I see a good one. But this is like how to center a div, like Chris, like that has been said quite a lot. Okay, how to center a div, like what else do we have? I could search that. So let's go with that. Let's go with how to center a div from Chris. I'm gonna paste it, how to center a div. Now this like sentence, I'm gonna add something to it. Done, period. Chris said this on today is like so the numbers are not in, so May 2nd, so May 2nd, that's the day that it was said, May 2nd. Yeah, that's fine. So we're gonna search this. That thing said by Chris has been already said and written down deterministically in this page, in this book, and here it is. So what this project is, this is the biggest library on Earth, or like maybe even in the universe, we don't know. Anything that you are going to say or anything that is in any book is already in here. The way it's done, somebody who made this, the guy who made this, he made an algorithm to create like every combination of, here we have 23 letters actually. There's every combination of 23 letters, everything, up to, I think, up to 3,200 characters. So there is a limit to it, but still like a lot. It's much more like than Twitter characters. So anything that is in that amount of characters can be said is already in here, and it has an address. So every time you search it, it's not going to find a file in a server and, you know, to dig that up, because that would probably like take a lot of space. I don't know how much, but probably a lot. It's not going to search it there. It's going to look at the algorithm and find it, like it's been determined by the algorithm that that thing has been already generated theoretically by the algorithm and has an address in that bookshelf. So you can like actually also browse, which is really cool. You get this type of like library, and you can go to any of these, and then you have like a lot of like bookshelves, and then you can go to one of these books, and the majority of it is just gibberish, right? Obviously, like you cannot But yeah, because that's the idea. So back to Portal, because it contains everything. It contains also a lot of that. We can go to random. Yeah, so random is completely random. It's nothing like cool. So now my idea, I wanted like originally to do this with my designer, but I'll just send him the live. Maybe I'll give him a loom of this. So the idea is that we take this, it doesn't have an API, unfortunately, but it has like an automation for it. Yeah, there is this library of Babylon Python API. So there is an API with Python, and I haven't tested this, but apparently we can use this to basically access all of this. So my idea is that we will build essentially a small piece of this website, maybe the search and the random, and then we obviously link it to the website and such, but not with this UI, with a like crazy UI. And obviously, instead of just like showing the text just like this, we use this scrambled idea, something like maybe even like this, and we create it. So the user comes to the page, they can choose random, maybe they can choose a few of like presets, but in addition to that, they can type in something, and in return we show something like this. So that was my idea. I'm not gonna say that we can do this until Sunday because a lot of this depends on the API, but yeah, I wanted to do this. So yeah, that's it. So I don't know if you guys, if I lost you on the way, probably, but yeah, geeking out on this. So what do you think, guys? Can we make in 2 days? I don't know. Well, we can try. The thing is, I'm looking at the wow effect that this could bring, right? It's just so mouthful that anything that you type in this box has been already determined to exist. It's kind of like, we can use a prompt to tell people, maybe we call it not original, something like this. So anything you say is not original. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That I love this. Let me tell this to people. So Roham is just saying that everybody else is trying to make something, and we make something that contains everything that has already even been, that's something that has not even been thought of, and other people create something that already has existed. So that's a cool irony. Yeah, I like that. Can we, like, I don't know, like, how do we name it? Like, the inspiration. Holy shit. Yeah, I love that. If we call it the inspiration, yeah, like, yeah. I mean, we don't have to buy a domain for, like, we could. We don't. We probably shouldn't. Uh, when is like the end of the challenge? Like Sunday, something like by Sunday here, but like Sunday, like end of Sunday or like start of Sunday. I don't know. Ah, okay. So we have a time. So it's end of Sunday, right? Yeah. We're not gonna. We have 2 days and 9 hours. We're not gonna miss 1 minute of it, we're not gonna sleep. No. I mean, no, actually, it's not. It's not. I mean, it's crazy that Ryan came up with these designs so fast. Like, I told him, bro, make one. And he made like 10. And then he made this, and I was like, can we make this a bit more dynamic? And it took him like 10 minutes to create these. Like, this arguably probably took him more time than these combined. And if we translate this to the other thing, I just need to prepare this, like, everything that I explained, I need to prepare him a brief. And what I don't know, and this is at the beginning when I started the live, I didn't want to send you guys to do some random stuff, but I was like, you know what, let's do some exploration. Let's do this. Let's do this. Like, if we make a section, holy shit, like, this is how we design. This is like precision, like 1440. Okay, 1440. Not. If we make this, do we want it to be like in one section or like more? I don't know. And what do we call it? So they call it search. They have search, and they have random. But I don't want to put too much emphasis on randomness. So we have random. What other links do we have? We have about. I'm sorry. We have about. For about, I was thinking like more like a card, because we need to obviously credit them, but we don't also want to only credit them, because we are going to make this. So it should be a card that, guys, this, like, you see, this is how we do wireframes. If you are not doing it exactly like this, you are doing it wrong. This is card. So we have about, and in about we have us, and then we have them. So them being this website, obviously. Back to Portal. So what can we do here? It's easy to get lost in the library of Babel. Okay, what is this? What is this? It's like an about. Search for your name, for a date in the future, for a date in the past, for a passage from your favorite book or something you yourself have written. Search for alternate scenes and endings. If you have writer's block, search for the last word or sentence fragment you've written and find out how it ends. It's so interesting that all of this was done prior to this like shitty Gen AI. I hate to even compare it, because this is just so interesting, and it's completely different. Like for anybody like being like mixing these, like they are not like even related at all. But yeah, this was done quite some time ago, and I don't know when. It would be interesting to know. So creators is creation of Jonathan Basil, working with the help of my friend and family. I was drawn to the idea by an interest in literature and iterability. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's not spend too much time here, even though I would love to read about it more. I should have done this another time. What are these? Babel image and image search. What is an image search? don't know. We don't need that. They have a forum, Reddit forum. Today date or first 15 digits of pi are here. Like, okay. Guys, do you... Okay. All right, this is very Reddit. Let's not get lost here. What else can we add to our design? We obviously have the search box, but I want to like prompt something like above, like say something like nothing is original, or like what is a playful thing you can do with the word original, like not being original, you know? Nothing is original. What else? Like, this is, I'm gonna read the comments. Somebody saying they just started learning Webflow. Great job. You'll end up in a few years time just like searching nonsense like I'm kidding. Yeah, we're going crazy. We're right now going crazy. Like, this idea, Nororiginal, that sounds like, okay, let's Nororiginal. What is Nororiginal? It sounds like Norwegian. Like this, Nororiginal. Yeah, it can be like the name. I wanted to that, no, what is like the source of inspiration? What is the name of the source of inspiration? What I'm asking ChatGPT, what is the name of the source of all inspiration? So what is the name for that actually? I don't know. Why would ChatGPT answer by saying, oh, I love this question, I don't fucking care, like still glazed GPT. It's beautifully open-ended. I hate this. The muse, the collective, divine spark. We need to ask Saya this. Where is Saya? Creative source. Is he asleep? Okay. The source. Well, we can call it the source. Like, should we call it the source, or, I mean, or whatever, the source. What did you say? The the ether. Yeah, I don't know. Original, the source, the ether. You guys be the judge. All right, so we have that. Let's see. Guys, if you have any ideas, comment them, because we are stuck. Well, we are not actually stuck. I'm just like thinking, what should we call the project? And then I need a hero. The hero section should be a bit offensive in a good way, in a way that anything that you say has been said already and determined. So you're not original. So instead of like nothing is original, it could be like the title could be you are not original. Or you're not that original. That's a bit personal. I don't know. That's like talking to you. You're not that original. I mean, because it's also, So random. I don't know if we should put the random here. The random should be there then. But we need a big way of like a big place to show this. I feel like try to be original. But we probably need a subtext as well. Like I'm thinking about like the user experience. Like users come here and I want them to get it pretty quickly what this is about. So yeah. So yeah, but we need to, so they, I don't like the word search because the search works here in the context of, even here it's not really great because when you say search, you search. If you know the context, you know what search means here. It's searching in a library. Oh yeah, now I get it. Yeah, okay. Now people are like, what the fuck? He was okay. I'm talking to Roham. So instead of search, you would be like find the original. So find the original. Here the relates to basically what will be put in the box. What I want them to do is not put one word in the box. I want them to put a little bit more, like something like I don't want to say like be original. I don't want to also say what is on your mind. This sounds like so much like Facebook or something. I don't like that. But that's like for the concept, and random, maybe we just put it somewhere else for now. Maybe we don't even do random. I mean, the good thing with random is that if somebody cannot come up with anything to write, they can press random and then they get something. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, this is not designed. That's why, like, this is guys. This is just like putting our ideas. Like, this is pretty much the closest you can get to pen and paper, but to do it with my team. So we are like 3 people here, 3.5. Like one of us is not fully present. He's working, but he's here. So yeah, that's how we do like teamwork. Just singularum. I have no idea how to even pronounce this. Singularum. Can you pronounce this for me? Wait, I'm gonna paste it. What is this? I don't know. What does this even mean? I mean, no. Singular. I don't know. Interesting word. Singularum is Latin, and it's the genitive plural form of singulars. Singulars. Singulus, which means each or individual. Okay. It's plural of individual, so it's like multiple people. So if you literally translate it, it means of the individuals of each one. But that's kind of like the opposite of what we want to show. Well, Yeah, yeah. I mean, it sounds like really fancy. Alpha Omega is another one. I don't like that. I don't want to go anything with like alpha or omega. It's just overused so much. It even sounds crypto or something. I don't know. I want it to sound like, I don't know, like triggering people. Be like, I want them to try. And if they have like creative block or something, they can press random. How do we show the box? Hmm? Yeah, yeah, we can do this, obviously. So the thing is, like, when we press random, what, or like when we press anything actually, how to show, how to show. So this is another challenge we have is, let's just bring something. So a few pieces of information that we need to show. Um, I don't I don't know if we should show all of these, but we could. Let me take a screenshot. So we have the body of the text, obviously. This is like the chapter or the book name. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure like the API should have the labels for these so we know. The page. This is like the address of the page. We can bookmark them, download, back to portal. For us, I don't know if we will. Should we show it in a pop-up? That's one of my questions. We can't do this. We can't do autocorrect because the you need, like, the way this works, you need to have the finished sentence, and it basically looks at the mathematical, like, probability or whatever, like algorithm, where in this, like, based on this formula, where is this text written. So the whole point is that anything that you type in, there is no probability. There is, like, literally, like, every probability. There is not, like, if we do prediction is based on, you show a single the most probable thing. In this case, the most probable thing would be the letter A. I think, right? Like, if you just do something, the next one would be just the letter A, probably. Or, I mean, you could actually give it a probability, because each letter has a different probability, but like, you can just do that. Then you would be creating ChatGPT. The next thing, because that's the probability machine. The whole point is to to show this address, because this can be clicked, and you see it takes time. So the API will take time, and that's the reason I think this is a perfect match for this idea we have, because we can show, like, completely, like, gibberish random shit here until the API returns the data, and then we show the correct thing. This can get really complex. If we get the design right, we can actually narrow down the scope. I'm just looking at the audience. Do you work with Wizd, Webflow, and Zano, or just Webflow? Pretty much everything we can use, but our main focus is Webflow. I actually don't. Huge respect for FinSuite and Zano, but I don't like Wix and Zano all that much, because nowadays we're doing a lot of, like, custom stuff, because it's just better. custom is just better, and it's not as difficult as it used to be with AI stuff. So go with Webflow because it's like very visual and UI-ish. And then for the complex stuff, just go with custom. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Do you guys have an idea for how to show this? Like this, or I don't know. You know what's the thing I noticed? If they press random, they are guaranteed to get gibberish. But we are showing gibberish before showing gibberish. That's an issue with this project, I just noticed. You know what I mean? Like, it would not make sense to show this and then this again. So I would just remove the random, honestly. They can go on the main tool and play with it, but here we need it for that effect, so that would not work. We need to show this and then give them a reason to type something. One thing that we can do, the thing is, like, whatever they type, we return the same thing. So we need to wait for the API only to give us the exact address and a few other information. So we can actually fake it because we know what we are going to return. Is this tool not doing this? Like, that would be crazy for them to not do it. If I search anything, if I just search anything, they should return this immediately, but no, they don't, because they give me the full list. Because there are also a lot of matches. It's because of their design. Where's anything? That's the title. Yeah, it's just the title. These are a lot of books have the title of anything. Yeah, makes sense. So we will be showing this in scrambled text. Wait for the API to give us this so we can show this also in this like really cool effect. What is this? Okay, and if I press download, what do I get? Is it a PDF? No, it's a text. Okay. Our audience is also like losing interest, and I think we have we have pretty much all of it thought out so far. We just need, what else do we need? We need to find a way to show these pieces. And I'm just gonna take this apart. So what do we need? We need this address. So kind of like this. Actually, this will be shown below. So here. And then this is here. So in this state, we will have address. Then what else do we have? We don't need the rest because it will make our life really difficult. Okay, we need, I don't know if the API will return this, but I hope it will. Also these. And obviously, it would be great if we could link. It's really bad that I haven't tried the API and we're starting to design. That should have been the first thing I've done, but here we are. And obviously, like, link to source. Am I missing anything here? This is the best design anybody has ever come up with. So I hope you're as excited about it as I am. Thank you. All right. Somebody is asking, what is this about? All right, so we are starting from scratch. No, I'm kidding. We're not. It's a Webflow challenge. It's a Webflow challenge, and we are designing some concepts for it. And you can also check it out. You can also take part. Everybody, $300 in value. You get some Webflow merch. Where's my Webflow merch? I don't have any Webflow merch right now around me. Maybe I do. Let me see. No, it's not mine. It's not here. Yeah. So you can get Webflow merch and GSAP merch. I need some GSAP merch and Spotlight. That's the reason I'm doing. Just so you know, this is pretty much the reason. I mean, aside this, I'm obviously interested in this shit. But it's cool to be also, to be listed on Webflow, a blog or something. We're doing quite a lot of other things with Webflow and GSAP and these, and I'm working on this still for the community and a bunch of other things. Let me even show you this. These are just designs from today, insane designs from today. And we will be working on these as well. By the way, somebody said from Instagram, he said it should be this and then on hover become this. And I think that would be also really cool. So the N, the Y, and the C stay, the rest just maybe immediately disappear and they just rearrange here. The building rearranges, maybe the blur changes a little bit or becomes a bit more intensive. But obviously we would need also to have the shadow here, maybe even increase the shadow. So this is how we are doing these things. I'm gonna check a few comments and probably end. If you have, guys, any questions, anything to say. I just missed doing streams, so I was like, let's just go do a little bit of streaming. I didn't expect actually so many people to join, but I'm glad that you showed up. All right, no question. Yeah. Cool. Well, I guess I'll let you know how it goes. I might try to go live tomorrow as well, hopefully with some designs and some API explorations, because I need to do those before actually trying to build it. Maybe I don't want to fake it. That's the thing. I don't want to fake it. We could just return whatever they type in scrambled and then point them to the website, but that's not how I want to do it. So we either do it the right way or we won't do it at all. And I guess to know that, I have to go and play with the API before I fall asleep. So I will be doing that, and I will share my journey with you. And if I win, I don't know. We need to figure out a web. Maybe we just keep the challenge live on that website. And if you are interested in, by the way, if you are interested in taking part, but you think it's too late, just like me, because it's almost Sunday and we have only 2 days left. This is the first challenge out of 4 challenges. So this one is with text. I assume that the other ones would be with whatever else GSAP provides. So what GSAP has, they have scroll, they have text, obviously, they have SVG. So they probably, like, the next animation challenge may be to do something cool with scroll, something else with SVG. Oh, that with SVG would be like really dope. Like you could create crazy stuff. What is UI? I don't know. Like you can just animate something to a different state. Yeah. Oh, that's so sweet. Like look at this. Look at this. Just like beauty. The details. Yeah, it's really cool. Oh, this is so good. Oh, this inertia one. See, if I move this slowly, it doesn't tilt. But if I move it like really fast, it tilts like more, because it has like inertia. It looks at like the speed, and then based on the speed it intensifies the animation. This one is scroll. Yeah. So okay, cool. So these will be the next stuff to do. You can also explore GSAP and guess what the next animations, the next challenge would be. Awesome. All right, guys. Thank you for joining. Do you have anything to add, guys? Team? No, we don't have, right? Without you see, without like without our designer, we are just, yeah. Ryan, if you see this, we need you. We need you tomorrow. I'll send him a Loom video getting him ready for tomorrow, and we'll figure out the designs. All right. Thank you, and see you guys around. Bye bye.